What is going on, everybody? It is the Naughty Investor here, coming at you with another video. So Dotcom, who is a very popular figure in the type of decentralized I guess community, if you will, not necessarily the crypto community, but just as a whole, you know, when you're talking about WikiLeaks and things like that, and in piracy laws, all these different things that are coming together in a kind of underground of internet culture. Dotcom is a huge figure in that industry. He has a lot of Twitter followers. He has a very big presence on social media. Now, he went on to say in this tweet that was just put out today, trust me, buy crypto in gold. Your USD, US dollar, will become worthless. With US economic collapse, all old money currencies will crash. Times will get tough, but you'll be fine if you hedge some of your assets in preparation for the crash. The big crash is coming 100%. So what does he mean? Well, I recently did an interview with 1 Minute Economics. I will link that down below. You really should check out that interview if you haven't. We talk about things like that. And this is what I think people are missing when it comes to cryptocurrency prices right now. Yes, prices have been very bearish. Yes, we're having huge corrections and we could go quite a bit lower. Things have been tough lately. But you have to remember, people are always focused on, you know, when's the next bull run? When's the next bull run? But the next bull run isn't necessarily going to be the biggest one, all right? So, you know, if we have a bull run at the end of this year, right, it'll be big, it'll make a lot of money, but it's not going to be the biggest one. The biggest bull run in cryptocurrency, the biggest appreciation in prices, the biggest flood of money coming in, the biggest protective hedge that it is when the US dollar collapses and world currencies collapse, which we all know is coming. I mean, and I'm not saying you shouldn't own any US dollar. There's a purpose for US dollar. It's not for saving. US dollar is basically the only purpose you should be using it for is paying your bills and keeping a portion of it in case of big recessions and stuff. So for instance, if you keep a lot of US dollars and you see real estate collapse in price, you want to buy at the bottom so you could get it at a 30% discount. I would not be buying right now because prices are high. We're due for a real estate crash. We're due for a stock market crash. And when those things do crash, you come in and you trade your US dollar for assets. But there's no doubting that the US dollar is a constantly depreciating asset because the Federal Reserve continuously prints out money and all these other issues, debt, so many issues with US dollar, and that's just US dollar. There's issues with the euro, there's issues with a ton of central currencies out there. And what he's saying here is cryptocurrency and gold, I like gold too, are good hedges against that. He's not saying you should put everything in it, neither am I, but you should have a portion of your net worth in that. And I'm not sure what it should be. I mean, maybe 15%, maybe 20, 25%. I don't know. That's for you to decide. But you definitely do want to have some money there, because if you keep your money in US dollars, you're basically keeping it in a constantly depreciating asset. You could look at the value of the US dollar over time and see it continually decline. Meaning your purchasing power of that dollar is constantly going down. So there's really not a ton of reasons to own it. Other than like I said, using the US dollar as because it's very liquid. It's a very liquid asset, if you will, even though it's not really an asset. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think this is interesting? Do you agree with him? Do you agree with me? I definitely do think you should own a decent amount of crypto and mix in some precious metals. Always diversify. Nothing's going to replace gold and silver. Nothing's going to replace cryptocurrency. The two are meant to be complements of each other, not enemies. So I do think you should own some precious metals. I do think you should own some crypto. Always diversify. Never put all your eggs in one basket, and always look, I guess, and always question the mainstream narrative. Never just believe the news cycle of, oh, the US dollar is fine, nothing's going wrong. Also, if you look at this Twitter thread, you can see these bots under here. These are not Dotcom. The original tweet is, of course, this is his verified Twitter, but all these things under here, these are all scam bots, so watch out for that, because if you go over to their name, look how many followers. 1 follower. If you go to the actual Dotcom, you'll see he has quite a bit more. He has almost 1 million. So just keep that in mind. I don't want to see you guys get scammed. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share it, and I will see you next time. Peace out.
The type of person who's easily spooked by, let's say, a 60% crash in the stock market. So
lowered interest rates, the economy was jump-started, but this came at a cost, and that cost was the inflation of an even bigger bubble, the real estate one. That, as we all know, popped. Once again, the narrative prevailed. Don't worry, don't panic. Governments and central banks are here to save the day, except the market demanded an even bigger dose of stimulus. So